Dynamite the Light. 5 days after Full Gear, here is the aftermath of Full Gear, the very first show after the signature pay-per-view, the last part of this year. Will we get something good going forward? I don't know. We're going to find out from this out. Well, guys, I got to say this to you if you wonder if I liked this show. It was good. A lot of things was good. A lot of things were not good. But I will say this. This Dynamite easily will set the tone for the rest of the year. And the last part of this year, it's setting it very well. I will say that. With the things I did not like, it was still built well. I'm just saying. Now, Kenny had a little moment with the Bucks and the Mr. Cole himself and pretty much said, I give it to a Hangman Page. Cool. He won. I need some time. I'm going away for a while. Hold down the fort while I'm gone. He's telling that to the Bucks. But Adam is Adam, and he makes very sure that he is the centerpiece of the Super Clique. Now, they also had a segment later in the night wanting to set up for this Rampage going against Jurassic Express. I'm fine with it. We knew this was going to happen. Kenny has had some issues with his back. We've heard it. And now he's going to go away to get some time to rest, to get himself right. Hopefully he didn't mess up his back too badly or his neck. I think it's just mainly his back he hurt. Hopefully he'll be all right after this. It's going to be a question, how long will he be gone? Will it be 1 month, 2 months, 5 months? My guess is, it's a very, very broad guess. The best would be about 4 or 5 months for him to be gone, to give everybody some time to think about it, and for him possibly turn face. I'm just saying. Now, let us move on to the part of the show that pissed me off. The Eddie Kingston interview. Eddie Kingston. What the fuck did I say? One of my subscribers, I don't remember who said, it's going to be incredible to see CM Punk. I think he said it because sometimes my comments disappear because of the YouTube guidelines. I don't delete comments. It's incredibly rare if I ever delete a comment. I always leave them up because you have the right to speak your mind. But unfortunately, YouTube will delete comments. And I hate it. And I can't turn the feature off. It doesn't go off. So I think one person once said, saying, I can't wait to see CM Punk continue. And I know just Alex said that himself. I can't wait to see how far Eddie Kingston's going to go with CM Punk. And I knew it wasn't going to go any further. And I was angry that it wasn't going to go any further. And what do you see? You see Eddie Kingston with Tony Schiavone. And we see 2.0 come out with Garcia. And now they set up, and I'm even going to talk about it. They set up a little feud with Eddie Kingston and Garcia because Garcia is now from the same neck, well, not my neck of the woods from New York City, but from Buffalo. Because Kingston's from New York. He's from New York, baby. I believe he was born in Manhattan like I was. Yeah, I was born in Manhattan. Weirdly enough, in a hospital that doesn't exist anymore. Weird enough. But it doesn't make me happy. Next, MJF. He has his segment and he puts everybody over. Let me wind that back. MJF had a great video. Pretty much showing that he is one of the pillars. He made it very clear that I must be acknowledged. That I must be loved by you, which means hate. I'm not going word for word, but this is what I'm getting. He wants people to understand that he is who he is. He beat up pretty much Darby Allin, and Darby Allin is nothing. No one doesn't stand a chance against him. He deserves more recognition, praise, because no matter how much you hate him, I'm better than anyone expected me to be. And now you have to acknowledge it. And then he comes out with Wardlow, with the chairman, Sean Spears, doing What is Sean Spears doing? What is he doing? Is he having mainly all his work on Dark and Elevation, where he should be doing something in Dynamite. It is so depressing to see that Shawn Spears, who can hold a promo, who can wrestle, who can make a wrestling match mean something, is doing nothing. Backseat. And that's how it was. And I believe I got a shot of him. He's in the ring where Wardlow's in the back, where the MJF is by the side of him. And he makes it very clear, pay attention to MJF. What about you, my friend? What about the Shawn Spears, the chairman? Where is he going? Nowhere. Anyway, you basically hear MJF making it so clear to how the thing that's getting me. I was hoping this would last longer than a month when it came to CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. Just another month. No. As he's talking about how anyone doesn't stand a chance against him. Not Darby Allin, not Orange Cassidy, not the Sammy Guevara, nobody, not Hangman Page. He will be the next world champion. You get a little bit of CM Punk coming out, and I knew the moment I heard him, I said, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. Period. The feud that so many people was really interested in, Eddie Kingston and CM Punk, is done. Done. Other than maybe he may team up with a CM Punk to work with him as a face, because there's a good possibility that's going to happen. That's the only way they're going to work together. Because I don't see Eddie Kingston feuding with CM Punk again. Not like that, unfortunately. But he comes to the ring. He gets in the ring. Everyone is cheering like crazy. And you get MJF saying, hey, calm. Maxwell puts his hand out to be shaken. And you see CM Punk looking at him, laughing, and walks out. Pushing his ass, pushing his buttons, pissing his ass off. That is the way it looks. And I think I got a shot of him. If I do, it's in my face of how dare he do that to me? I'm one of the freaking pillars of this damn company. He gives that look. That look. Like this is what's coming. Get ready. Now, mind you, I got no problem CM Punk working with a MJF. But what happened with Eddie Kingston? Now, mind you, Eddie Kingston and Malachi Black got injured during Full Gear. And they really can't do much. But it doesn't mean you can't still have a feud between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. I just don't see it. Because what? Eddie Kingston now is dealing with a Garcia from 2.0. I'm just saying. That pissed me off. I'm going there. Now, we had a tag team match. Butcher and the Blade from Hardy Brand versus Tamaru Ishii. Iniishi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Tamaru. Is it? Hang on. Tomoharu. Irishi. There you go. Tamaru. Irishi. And Orange Cassidy. Now, supposedly, Irishi just won the Never Overweight Championship from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he's part of Chaos, which Best Friends is part of Chaos. I kind of wish, I'm sorry guys, if you think this is not right for them to be showing this, I want to understand what Chaos means. Why can't they show a video package of Chaos and New Japan Pro Wrestling? Why can't? And this is the regular TV shows. If anyone says you can't do this because of pay-per-view, shut the hell up. I am not talking about pay-per-view like Impact Wrestling. I said the same thing. Video packages or some snippet of their regular show could be shown, even if it's got to have subtitles. It'll help us understand what Chaos really means in New Japan Pro Wrestling. If there's a partnership, fuck AEW, fuck you. And New Japan Pro Wrestling, fuck you for not making this clearly defined to help the fans of AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling see what's good. You don't book it right. I don't care what anyone says. If you're referring to another company that you're partnered with, why can't you do a 10 or 20-second snippet of their own production with any subtitles connected to it? I'm just saying. I gotta say this. Tamaru, he just doesn't sell, man. That guy does not freaking sell. Now, mind you, even though he's in his 50s, the guy, no, I think he's in late 40s, early 50s. I think he's 47 or 50. He's my age, or just a little younger than me. The guy, you could tell all the muscle mass here is gone, and it's gone down here. And that's for some people. He is thick. Say it again. Irishi is thick. Boy is thick. So when he was getting those forearm shivers from First Blade, which almost didn't do a damn thing, he was bored. And then he started working with the Butcher, where the Butcher did stun his ass with a couple of chops and then gave him some elbows and woke his ass up. And he's like, oh, he's looking like, I think I got a shot at that. I don't think I do, but I think I got a shot at it. And going, oh, you want to hit me? Okay. He gives him one hit that stuns the living crap out of a Butcher. Flat out. Now, mind you, this didn't really help Butcher and Blade. I've said this for take that back. I've said this for easily a year and a half. I almost said this for over 2 years. Because they did appear in some of the first pay-per-views they created. But let's be honest. Butcher, Blade are nothing. Nothing. They never win normally on Dynamite TV. There has to be some screwy ending. They never win normal. Never. Butcher is a jobber. Blade is a jobber. And it's sad to see because they got a good gimmick. But you never see it because they job their asses off and never get anywhere. And when it comes down to it, they lost. We know they lost. They were going to lose to Inishi. He had to lose. Now, I just wish, for me personally, if you're bringing in more Japanese wrestlers, can you not do a video pack of 10 to 20 seconds of just explaining what they're a part of? That's just me, you guys tell me below. Now, I got to get this over with because I don't want to wait. Nia Rose versus Hida Kushida. Another match for the TBS tournament. Now, after this, the semifinals, whoever wins. And admittedly, I thought it was going to be Shida. But I'm going to be honest here. This was not about the match quality. It was not. It wasn't that bad. Seeing Nia Rose do a helo to try and nail Shida while she's sitting in the chair. Shida moves and Nia basically takes a flat hit. She lands flat on that chair and flattens the damn thing. That was ugly. It wasn't good to see someone do that. And seeing Selena Deeps come out, mess with Shida's knee because Nia Rose already messed with her knee already. But she added to it and Nia Rose won using a kind of like a torch, not a torture rack. What is it called? I forgot what it was called. The move where you have your opponent's knee on the back of your neck and you're holding them like this and you're doing this to break their knee. I forgot the name of it. You guys can tell me below. But pretty much that's what Nia Rose did. I'm going to be honest here, guys. I didn't give a fuck about this match. Not because of the match quality. Nope. I want to make it clear. I'm not against Nia. I'm not against Shida. I'm not. I don't hate Nia Rose. I actually like Nia Rose. I actually like Shida if they booked her correctly. And that was the problem that I didn't give a shit about. Look. I actually am considering making a Booking the Wrestler AEW edition for Shida. I'm actually thinking about it because I am sick and tired of seeing this booking for her. Shida is nothing. Not because she can't speak English, because we know she can't. Not because she couldn't hold a character. I do believe that she has the ability to hold a character. It's because whoever the fuck is booking it, which normally is Kenny, doesn't understand Japanese freaking culture. Because How could you not use Shida in a way that reflects a little bit of Japanese honor and her frustration and getting something? You know what? I am going to make a Booking the Wrestler AEW edition. I'm going to do right after this video. When I finish this, before I edit it, I'm going to do Shida, and I'm going to talk about her and Selena Deeps. I'm not going any further. That's it. Let's move on. We got, what do I think about what the Acclaim did along with Lio Rush and Dante Martin? A good match. And I've heard some people complain that black wrestlers don't get a fair shake in AEW. What are you, stupid? You had 4 freaking black wrestlers near the end of the damn show. Near the close of the damn show. They're in a prominent storyline with Team Taz. Yeah, Team Taz is not one of the most strongest factions, but they are working with them. How in the blue fuck are you saying 100% that they don't get anything? I'm sorry. You're dumb if you think that. Now, the match was fine. It was okay. And in the end, Team Tag comes out because Dante and Leo won. And they're trying to convince Leo, hey, no offense, but guess this. We're businessmen. I see something in your boy here. I'm giving him an offer. And in fact, you know what? And it was Starks that made it very clear. We're going to give you this offer. We're not going to rush it. We're not going to have a problem with it. We're going to give you some time. But either you can come with us and be relevant, or you can be mediocre. Pretty much that's what we were saying. Now the question is going to be, how are they going to book it going forward? Will they have vid packs or interviews for Leo and Dante? How will Dante respond? Will he talk well? Because we have not seen Dante do any lengthy talking or promo segments in the ring or by Tony Schiavone or anyone else. This is going to be a very interesting situation. It's going to be. Believe that, it's going to be. Now, let's see here. I might as well do it now. We got the TNT Open Challenge, which has Jay Lethal and Sammy Guevara. And I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be honest. Who did I want to win? Jay Lethal. You know why? I've heard so many people say, we can't stand WWE guys. We can't stand how they're hiring so many damn WWE guys. Well, they just hired one of the most relevant people of ROH. And you never know when in the next couple of months he may become TNT champion. Or world champion for that matter. You never know how anyone books. And admittedly, I wanted him to win now. You know why? It would send a very strong message that yes, Jay Lethal just came in the company and it sounds like we're screwing over Sammy, which we're not. But it would send a very strong message that the people who have just been released from ROH and WWE are going to get a fair shake if you mean something to a Tony Khan. Now, mind you, and I know the people in my comments are going to be saying, no, I don't want a Jay Lethal there. Why would you say that? I do, because Jay Lethal is a good talent. He could have gone to Impact, but he chose AEW. Now, mind you, is it fair to see Sammy get screwed over? No. He wouldn't have been screwed over and he wouldn't have been hurt if Jay Lethal had won. I truly believe he wouldn't have been hurt. And to be honest, I wanted to see who was going to say what, to be honest. I'm not trying to be a troll. I'm just saying either people are going to love it because it was in that match. And at one point, Sammy just laid on the floor because he was supposedly in too much pain because of what was being done to him. You got people in that crowd that was freaking going crazy for Jay Lethal. They really wanted him to win. And then there was some that was somewhat booing him. Not by a lot, but it was a good amount that was cheering for him. Now, if they were going to go for it, because they know social media is showing that Jay Lethal is a staple of ROH, A lot of people think he should have won. I'm sure a few people are going to say it. Of course, not everyone is going to say it. Just Alex is not going to say that he should have won. And JD is probably not going to say he should have won. I'm saying he should have won because it would give a good message to the ROH wrestlers that one of their own can get somewhere in another company and be treated well. I'm just saying. Now, final thing I'm going to talk about, which is the thing that's important to me. An example was made of Uno because the opening of the show was the Dark Order and Cowboy. He's in my face. Cowboy shit had to be put on full display. But I did not expect what happened after he spoke. He said, look, you know, I'm not that type of person like to flap my gums and pretty much show off. But after this, maybe I will a little bit. And Dark Order hyped him up, at least until Bryan Danielson comes out, and I believe I got a shot of him in my face, and turned freaking heel. He just turned heel, baby. He turned heel. And he made it very clear. He came out and said, congratulations. I'm just here to congratulate you. I am kind of disappointed because I did want to go up against Kenny. He said, look, I understand you were a little disappointed that Kenny's not here, but I beat him under 30 minutes, unlike you. And from there, Bryan Danielson pushed his buttons and made it very clear that he ain't that much. I'm better than you. And clearly he had no problem. And this is what... Hold on. I know some of my subscribers are mad at what Bryan Danielson said. Bring it WrestleMania. Guys, breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. He made himself in the WWE very big. If anyone says he was already big when he went into WWE, sorry, shut up. No disrespect, but honestly, shut up. As much as he was well known in ROH and the independent scene, he was not a household name until he went to WWE and wrestled in WrestleMania. I'm sorry. No matter how much you want to say he was more important than ROH, shut the fuck up, because he was not. He was more after that WrestleMania and made into a clear household name across every genre, not just independent wrestling. So he had to bring up what happened in WrestleMania. So breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Had to happen. And made a lot of people in the stands upset. Good. He did his job as a heel. He switched from heel to face very smoothly. And the kicker for this, which makes this a very good heel turn, he didn't have to cheat. He didn't have to lie. He didn't have to steal. He's not Eddie. He didn't have to do all the stupid chicken shit stuff they do in WWE, which you know they do. And only one person so far has had, mostly didn't have to do it, and that's Bobby Lashley. Mostly, because he has done it. Here he didn't have to. He made an example of Evil Uno, which was the match afterward, because after a little struggle and a little, well, basically a little bit of a commercial, we go straight into Evil Uno dealing with a Bryan Danielson, and made very clear that he wasn't going to sell. He took a whole bunch of hits to the face and told a good story that Evil Uno is the face here, but he was no match for Bryan Danielson, who put his ass to sleep. Put him to sleep, baby. Put him to sleep. Unlike Nia Rose almost being knocked out, Evil Uno did knocked out. Done. Finished. He wiped his ass out. Finished. And when it came down to it after it was over, people were not happy. They were cheering, well, chanting no. Good. Good. That shows he made the transition properly. Guys, if you don't know how to properly transition a face to a heel quickly, this was it. And I'm sure many people say, oh, I don't want to see him turn to a heel now. Well, you needed it. Kenny's not there. And now that he is in the main event of whenever they're going to have that match between him and Adam Page, he had to turn heel. There was no way you're just going to have face and face. And Bryan Danielson's going to be booed. Guys, I'm going to make this clear. If anyone thought Bryan Danielson shouldn't have moved to being a heel, you know as well as I do, he's going against Adam Hangman Page. As much as you don't think he's going to be booed, he's going to be booed. He will be booed. Look what happened to Cody. He's trying to be a heel and he's refusing. And the crowds are still booing him. They made the right choice making Bryan Danielson a heel. But this is just me, and I hope you enjoyed this Zane's View. I know I say Zane's View. That's what the name of the show used to say. Actually, I think I should say this. When I first came on YouTube, I called this channel Zane's View. And I still call it that because it's just a force of habit. If you always wanted to know why I say Zane's View, that's the reason why, because it originally was called Zane's View until I changed it to what I am now. I am the Zane. I am the true Zane of the YWC. Everyone else is nothing compared to me. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.